Imagine this. You're standing at the edge of a river. The water's flowing fast, and you want to get across. You can either fight the current like a dumbass, arms flailing, swallowing half the river, or you can find the stepping stones already sitting there waiting. That's persuasion. Stop splashing like an idiot, trying to drag people across. Lay the stones so they step across themselves. If you were to want to do this, why might you want to? Might. It cracks the walls of resistance. It's the locksmith word. Without might, their brain says, nope. With might, the brain says, well, maybe. Whatever reason they give, validate it, echo it. Because when someone hears their own truth repeated back, it feels safer, solid, undeniable. Ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, how high? Never 0 to 10, because 0 is death. You can't work with death. If they say 6, you don't ask, why not higher? You say, why not lower? Why not a 3? Now they scramble to defend their 6, building their own motivational fortress. Then you strike gold. What's important about that? They spill their values. And when people talk about their values, it's like tapping the root system of a tree. Suddenly everything nourishes itself. This is like a keto for the mind. Their push becomes your pull. Like planting seeds in their own soil. You don't bring water, fertilizer, sunlight. They do. Like when you ask a child, why do superheroes eat vegetables? And suddenly broccoli isn't gross. It's a superpower. Like a thermostat, when you ask, why not lower? They have to reset their own temperature higher. If you wanted to go to the gym, why might you? To feel better in my clothes. On a scale of 1 to 10, 5. Why not a 2? Because I'm sick of feeling like shit already. Bam, self-motivation. If you wanted to finish your homework, why might you? So I can play Fortnite after. On a scale of 1 to 10, a 7. Why not a 4? Because then I'd be grounded, and that sucks. The emotion's anchored. If you wanted to try therapy, why might you? Maybe it would help me stop snapping. On a scale of 1 to 10, 4. Why not a 1? Because I don't want to lose us. You've anchored the emotion to love. Why does this work? Cognitive dissonance. The second someone justifies their own desire, they feel compelled to stay congruent with it. Nobody likes being a hypocrite. Motivational interviewing. Therapists use this exact shit. It's called eliciting. Change talk. People don't resist their own voice. Neurology. Talking about emotional needs. It lights up dopamine pathways. That's why talking about what matters feels good. Slight amount reframe. Resistance isn't a wall, it's energy. And energy is useful. It just needs redirection. This is bigger than persuasion. This is the operating system of human motivation. You can wrestle people, like an old Windows 95 approach, clunky, crashes often. Or you can upgrade to iOS, elegant, self-updating, user-driven. Life itself runs on this pattern. Rivers carve canyons not by force, but by asking the rock, why don't you collapse faster? And the rock answers by eroding itself. If you master this, you stop fighting people, start leading effortlessly. Kids listen, partners align, teams follow. You become gravity itself. People orbit naturally. If you ignore this, you keep fighting, nagging, shoving. People resist harder, ghost you, resent you. You waste energy dragging corpses that never wanted to walk. That's the karmic bill for not learning. So why do you fear using this? You're afraid people will think you're manipulative. But listen, manipulation is when you shove your agenda down their throat. This is the opposite. This is midwifing their own reasons into existence. You're afraid people won't play along. But humans can't not answer. The moment you ask, the brain starts hunting for reasons. Even a stubborn asshole starts with, I don't know, but guess what? That's the seed cracking open. You already do this. Ever told yourself, well, I'll just do 5 minutes, then end up doing an hour? You scaled yourself. Ever asked a friend, so why stay with them? And they defended their relationship. You forced them to reinforce their commitment. Ever said to yourself, why am I even doing this? And found new energy. You elicited your own values. You're already hypnotizing yourself daily. This is just upgrading from freestyle to mastery. If you use this, you create harmony. You lead people by their own compass. You stop burning energy on fights that never existed. If you don't, you're choosing friction. You'll be that frustrated parent, nagging boss, whining friend that nobody wants to listen to. Life will keep slapping you with resistance until you learn the lesson. Because life doesn't care if you're stubborn. The laws of influence, they're like gravity. You don't believe in gravity, jump off a roof. You don't believe in persuasion like this, keep nagging and watch people run faster in the opposite direction. So here's the map. Start small. If you were to want to, why might you? On a scale of 1 to 10, why not lower? Anchor it. What's important about that? Echo and pace it with sincerity. Lead them straight into their own future. And realize this, you don't need to force anyone to change. You just need to hand them the mirror where they see the version of themselves they want to be. And they run toward it faster than you could ever push. That's persuasion, that's hypnosis, that's karma. Now stop dicking around and use it.